Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Umbral Syndicate. This episode is like episode and a half because we are down a few players today, so it is going to be a very low key sort of session, shorter session. So, for a point of half inspiration, who wants? No, I'm kidding. For a point of full inspiration, does anyone want to go over what happened last time?
Let's double check if I actually regained. No, I didn't. Let's see if my brain can remember a single thing. Let's see. That happened later in the session. What happened before that? We did we start going to the Heroes Guild or whatever they're called?
So, remind me, because I'm having trouble too. Did you guys? I think.
So
we went to the Revelations League.
Yeah. Did
we
you do that right away?
We started at the Umbral Syndicate and we just kind of like talked at the bar for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went to the Revelations League.
Unimportant bar talk later. We went to the Revelation League. We sat there because we wanted to investigate more of our missing friend, doctor friend, love interest.
Who's? What?
Huh?
Mine.
Anyway,
Huh?
we went to the Revelation Revengeance Guild, and
I played that.
we were
game.
like, "Hello, butler. We would like to have chats." And he's like, "I'm old and I'd rather not." And then we're like, "We're not fans." And he's like, "Welcome in. Come in." Oh, you have like important business? All right. And then we had a bit of a chat, and he was like, "No, I have no information. Don't ask me things. No, they're not in. No, just stop asking me things and be on your way." And then somebody's like, "I lost something," and suddenly like, "We're investigators. We can stay, right?" And they're like, "Fine." And so we were shown around the marvelous abode. We went upstairs, and she was just like, "I'm a super high level mage, and I did a lot of adventures. I got a lot of scrolls. All these scrolls, they've been messing. There was like 150, and I was like 120 or something. And we sorted them, and they're like, and now that that's all sorted, we're like, great. You have a lot of extremely dangerous things. She's like, do I? Great. Anyway, I got a phone call, and you're like, a phone? You're like, sending stones. Sorry. And then she talked to some dude I cannot remember the name of. And then we all decided to go around and chat with the rest of the folks. I heard maybe a chime in. Did somebody want to say something? All right. So we went over to the first person, which was a paladin lady, I think. And we were like, hey, this person thinks that people have been stealing, and it seems to be pretty secure around here. Do you think it was an inside job? And there, she's like, no. And then we're like, oh, okay, well, that's somebody else. And we wandered over, and then there was people fighting, and they're like, we're here because this one lady, and then we're gonna be talking about these scroll things, and then the other person's like, that son of a bitch who's the boyfriend of that girl's up to something, and he's an asshole. I don't trust him. And we're this is a part where we're like, we immediately believe you. All right. And the other person's like, don't jump to conclusions. She's like, bullshit, I got my own wilderness survival instincts. I know. And we're like, we still believe you. We will go and kill, maybe. If we go and find them in the underground. Anyway, we went up and talked to one other person. They were very blunt and also had a suspicious alchemist kit that was also missing, but we're not going to bring that up. Very straightforward, very, like, just probably didn't know who the heck we were, and then we were on our way. After that, Baron's like, I gotta go talk to something serious about all this. And then we went over, and Baron's like, I'm about to blow your mind. Hold on, what is that? And then there was a slime there, and the slime beat up seven twins.
7 sets of
Twins. 6 twins and 1 doppelganger. 3 twins and 1
Twins.
doppelganger.
Twins, Basil.
Twins. And then Cool finally regained the group after showing how cool he was. Barian then drew everyone in, and we concocted a plan while also revealing that Barian is well known with the underground, which did not bode well for 2 of the members. One left and the other one followed. That being of Rowan and Kainari. Is that correct?
Yep, you got it.
Right. Maybe a little misinformation there, but that's fine. We'll probably clean that up at some point. Small bits and pieces of other information was revealed, but in general, we have started concocting a plan about how to move forward. The back entrance seems to be the most savory bit for us. Then all of that kind of got wrapped up, and I don't think there was anything else after that.
No, you nailed it. Take your point of inspiration.
Heck yeah.
Very well done. So yeah, you guys are heading back to the Umbral Syndicate to kind of regain sort of the plan and figure that out. Since like I said, we're down a few people, I'll leave this up to kind of a looser narrative, and we can kind of jump from scene to scene. So you all arrive. I know Danny had gone out to check out the bathhouse. She is not back yet. The king is in his office, and Gus is behind the counter pretending to be a receptionist. What would you guys like to do?
Pretending to be a receptionist?
He's full time.
You know what? Is it lunchtime?
It sure is. It's 12:30. Maybe someone wants to make lunch for the game, Rowan.
Maybe someone, Rowan?
Sure, I'll do it.
Maybe a Rowan or something.
Let me put my pulled pork sandwich down.
I forgot to scooch Rowan back. There we go.
It's okay.
So, yeah, Agnes would excuse herself. She's gonna go upstairs where she assumes Granny is and is gonna get caught up with her. Kanari will also excuse herself to go upstairs and continue her own personal research that she is very elusive about.
I would hold the door open for both of them. And for all of you.
Yeah, Agnes doesn't seem to notice you do it, but Kanari gives you like a little head nod.
Hi, Gus.
Hi. Sorry. Hi. 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 Hello. Hi.
You holding up okay?
No. I feel bad.
Why do you feel bad? Oh no. That's me, the player, going, oh no.
Takes in a deep sigh, and you see like his lower lip quiver a bit. Because I was just really worried about about the doctor lady. I can't remember her name right now, but I miss
Bernadette?
her. Huh?
Bernadette.
Yeah, Bernadette, Bernie. I just feel bad. I don't know. She was really nice, and she helped me with my sleep stuff, and I don't know. I hope she's okay. She's not dead, is she?
I don't believe so.
You don't believe so?
Well, I guess I can't lie to you. I don't know for certain.
So she might be dead.
But we don't
Like-
also know that she is dead.
Puts his hands in his head, staring down at his desk.
So we don't know either way, but we are doing our best, okay?
Go ahead and roll me just a persuasion.
Oh no.
Hmm.
If you say so.
I do say so. We're doing our best, okay?
Okay.
Just try to keep
Yeah.
to happier thoughts.
Okay. Like what?
Like us finding her.
That's a pretty happy thought. Okay, where would you find her? You'd probably find her in the clouds. And then he just kind of like goes off into his head.
Right, and he's just gonna walk away. Crisis averted. Right, so need any help, Rowan?
You want? What are you guys
want to.
feeling?
Hungry.
Of course, but what kind?
Oh,
What would you
something
like to
hearty.
eat? Party.
Got any? Yeah, you got any hearty meals?
Got plenty.
Yep. Yeah.
Is Sam, you're gonna help Rowan out in the
Yeah,
I was gonna say
you-
the bathroom, the kitchen.
Oh my goodness.
I don't need help in the bathroom.
I can handle that myself.
Yet.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Sam's going to help in the kitchen. Very specifically the kitchen.
Okay. Awesome. So this is gonna be wisdom. Wait, yes, because intelligence is baking, like treats. And we decided wisdom would be cooking normally.
Mhm.
Yes. Okay, so you can go ahead, Rowan. I assume you're gonna be taking the lead, so you can roll at advantage with Sam's help.
Hell yeah. A bam.
Oh yeah.
Very nice. Rowan, do you
Woo.
want to describe what you made for everyone?
It's going to be. Oh boy. I'm just picking this because it's just on my mind. She makes borscht.
Okay.
Yeah, why the fuck not?
Dang, Rowan. Yeah. So
That's hearty, right? I think.
Pretty hearty.
it's a soup, right?
Hold on.
Okay,
Did I just make you upset?
We're looking it up.
Fresh beet soup. Yes.
Okay,
Cool.
so it is beet soup. Yeah, so as you guys are cooking, the Umbral Syndicate headquarters at Aroma sort of starts to emanate from the kitchen itself and kind of lingers with the natural the Umbral Syndicate itself kind of has that cabiny sort of woodsy sort of scent to it, as most of the building is built from wood. So mingling into that is this really pungent beet scent, and it's not totally overpowering, but it is noticeable. And as Roan finishes up, it becomes more apparent when she heads out of the kitchen holding a giant bowl from which she can serve from.
Come, sit.
I really wish I had the Cooking Mama soundtrack here.
She's gonna take out a small bowl and ladle you up some. So it's also got onion, not only beet, but also carrots and potato and beef.
Yeah.
Beef broth and all that.
Yeah.
It's got some meat in there. Really good, really hearty. She's gonna pour a bowl for each of you and herself. And then she's gonna leave the big bowl on the table just in case the others want any.
All right, perfect. So yeah, you guys have a very delicious lunch prepared by Sam and Rowan. And I would say your companions would come down to eat it.
Fantastic.
Oh. There's nothing like a relaxing word. You stop laughing at me, God.
just. Ugh.
Oh, this is a heavy bowl. Oh, did you make this? Oh, it smells so good.
Thank you.
Oh, John, you should try this.
He's eating.
Oh.
I'm just picturing, like when a parent is given like plastic food served by a toddler and it's like, oh
Yeah,
yes,
right.
the delicacy. Oh, so this is what it's reminding me of.
And almost upon cue, as soon as you serve the food, you see Danny walk in and go, "Oh shit, what smells so good in here?"
Ron's gonna point to the big bowl. Have some.
Ah, fuck yeah! And she like walks over and she begins helping herself to the soup. Yeah. So sorry, how did it go with the Revelation League?
Well, you know what? I'm gonna keep out of this because I'm just gonna keep the soup.
Danny's eyes like slowly squint, like looking at you, and you see her get up and she walks over to the table next to Rowan.
Wow.
I'm trying to finish my sandwich. I'm sorry.
Danny gets up and goes back to the. No, I'm kidding. She
I'm
kinda
almost
looks
done.
back.
Just give me a second.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Yeah, we can cut this out. We can cut this out with the power of editing, if I remember.
I mean, also we could
God.
just say that Rowan explains.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, Rowan explains.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Cool.
Great.
Danny kind of sits there and goes, "Well, I didn't see anything with Ross or Twilight Jones at the bathhouse. I saw one of the older guy. I saw him looking around there, but he left before I could actually like meet up with him."
You're talking about Landis?
Yes, I don't know his name. Robot arm.
Yes, Landis. Okay.
Okay.
I need to try and find him if I can.
Well, he was heading south. I don't know. That's all the front desk lady said, which is really generic. So
Yeah. We can start there. So, we're in a bit of a pickle because we don't know exactly how we're going to get there and get in there. Thing like
Mhm. Well, I could see if I don't have clearance to any of that information, but I mean, like, the castle's gotta know about the Hallowed Bane, right? Like the people there, like.
I imagine.
So I don't know. Maybe there's something there we can follow up on. I don't know how long that would take, though.
Well, it's still
Do you
worth a
think
shot.
they would? Do you think they would be forthcoming with that information?
No, I don't. That's why I think it would take a while.
Yeah.
I mean, I could pressure Malachi. Maybe I'm sure he knows something. Morris is Morris. I wouldn't get anywhere with. Malachi could break. Don't tell him I said that. Yeah, it's a thought. If we want to go that route, I can see what I can gather up for you guys.
Yeah, could be fun.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to go waltzing in the front, especially if you have the headmaster with you.
Yeah. But I was thinking if we can get, in contact with the Umbral Syndicate, the Revelation League, then we can use their fame to kind of distract people. Have people focus on them instead. If we were to try and get in that way.
Yeah, I don't know how. I'll be honest. The whole seedy underworld organization is a bit of unknown territory for me. I really don't know. I would imagine, like, you'd want to be as low key as possible. So I guess if you can throw the heat on someone else,
Yeah.
that would be good. It could be really risky though if you're caught.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's already risky if we're caught.
Yeah. But it's also, like, they know that, Ross is his colleague as well. I mean, I imagine they would, with how famous they are.
You would think, but I don't. Who knows?
Yeah.
So you want to involve Landis? Is that his name?
I do. I
Tim
think at
just
the very
shrugs.
least they should know what we know, because they're trying to do their own investigation. But also, like, we said some stuff in their headquarters.
What did you say?
We implied that we might kill Ross if
Sorry. She like bursts out laughing like
yeah. So
I mean, I'd want to kill him too if he's involved with this. Like, fuck
yeah,
that guy.
but he's their friend. It's like if
He's their co-worker.
True. Not quite their friend, at least not all of theirs. I don't know, it just feels better if we had somebody on their team also backing us.
Yeah,
instead of us by ourselves going after one of their members. It might cause tension with a group that is better funded at the very least than us.
Yeah. No, I think that's solid reasoning.
So, I don't know this Landis. What is he like?
He's pretty cool. Fairly chill. He is a worshipper of the Heldre. That's where um, me and Agnes met him. Was at the temple, not the Under Temple, but you know,
The temple.
yeah, the temple, the church. We found a set of writing that is really old. Then he was excited for us to find, and we were talking about potentially having copies printed for the temple.
Hmm.
Like overall, pretty cool guy.
Yeah, I know he's close with Bernie, so he can't be all bad.
Mhm.
Well, if you trust him, I'll trust you.
Thanks.
Really, I don't know any of the members, so I guess I don't have much of an opinion, but you seem to really trust him, so I think it's a good idea.
Mhm. Well, we met a few of them.
Yeah, I just have only personally talked with Ross and Twilight.
Fair. I can't remember her name, but the little halfling lady. I think she's really into me.
I think
Oh,
Sam
yeah?
actually rolled decently high to know who that was. We all rolled to see if we recognized who that was.
Mm-hmm.
Ariana?
Yeah. Trying to remember if I rolled high enough. I can't remember at the top of my
I
head.
mean, you guys met her at least. I think it's
Yeah.
reason enough to assume that you
Mm-hmm.
had some sort of communication with her. Introductory.
Sam gives a smirk. So you did you smack her?
What?
What? Even
You just seem to have a strange habit of smacking people and them falling for you after the fact.
Okay, that happened twice.
But it's weird that it happened twice.
Yeah. I was healing them.
you were healing them by hitting them?
Yeah.
Kinky, I like it. Alright.
Right?
I'll bite.
Danny's like, dang, yeah,
Yeah.
that get
actually,
me.
actually, yeah, I'm okay with that. With that, Danny kind of pushes away from the table with her empty bowl, and she'll, take it to the kitchen and come back, and she'll be like, "Well, do you guys want me to follow up with the castle or Malachi and see if I can get any info for you?"
I think it would be best to not place all of our eggs in one basket, so to speak, so I think having another avenue of information would be good.
All right, I'm gonna go harass the king.
Good luck.
Thank you. And she will head out of the kitchen.
As Sam looks to Barry and John.
I don't want to eavesdrop.
I kind of want to eavesdrop, he says, as he starts moving uncontrollably to eavesdrop.
You want me to roll sneak?
Yeah, give me a stealth if you're gonna eavesdrop.
Rowan's gonna look at the other two. Is this another one of those times where he's just gonna go off on his own? Do we need to follow?
I've done that twice.
Yeah, twice.
But it's weird that it happened twice.
Oh, so it's okay, but you do it. It's not unusual.
No, it is unusual. That's fair. That's fine. I just wanted to make the joke.
Let me quick pull up the King and Danny's character sheet to see what their passives are.
Yeah, I'm aware Frogbert's there.
Wow.
Wow. Okay. are her passives? Okay. Didn't write that down. That's fine. Okay, yeah, shoot. Okay. So, John, you are able to kind of sneak up to the door, and as you do so, you don't hear any sort of like. It doesn't. You hear them talking, but you don't hear. It doesn't sound like anyone's coming to the door. Like they heard you snuck up. And as you're listening, you do hear. I'm trying. Let me give me a second to think of what she would say.
She just walks up. What's up, bitch?
Hey, loser! I got a
Hey,
question for you.
loser.
God, Danny and John together can make Malachi cry.
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah, it would basically be somewhere along the lines of Danny would say, yeah, I know you guys were a few years back looking into the whole Hallowed Bane nonsense. Do you still have like any ties there? And then there'd be like silence. And then Malachi go, You're fucking kidding me, right? Like why are you asking? And it would be that kind of like Danny's poking and prodding. And you know what? Let's see how well she does at wearing him down.
Mm-hmm.
Where are my dice?
Because John at least knows that Malachi knows he's wanted.
He sure does.
So, to a certain extent, one, it's partially like, oh god, is he going to tell me? And then also, just like, he knows something. He knew enough to go look at wanted posters.
Yeah. Okay. Let me pull up Danny's character sheet again. So yeah, as you are listening, Malachi is maybe just in a very bad mood because he is stubbornly like denying anything she's asking. Malachi does not bring up any involvement with you or anyone else for that matter. He's playing dumb. Go ahead and roll me insight actually, just because you're listening in. Maybe you can. Yeah, no, it just sounds like he's playing dumb. You know he knows things based on previous conversations. But he is as far as like his voice, he seems unwavering. He just seems neutral and in denial.
Okay.
Nothing super salacious.
Boo.
Damn. There was also probably a quiet part of John's brain just being like, I can also maybe get tips from how Danny bugs him.
It's a lot of and you can kind of hear this even with that 8, you can kind of hear his voice kind of getting more of that dead inside sort of tone as Danny berates him. She's not berating him, but she's asking him the same thing over and over in different ways. And like each time she does that, he gets a little bit more monotone and a little bit more like robotic in his responses. And he is adamant in asking her, well, why are you asking me this sort of thing? Because I'm pretty sure you guys haven't told him about the suspicions, because that you would have just figured that out.
Yeah. We probably shouldn't if we don't have to.
Right. So he's unaware. Danny's obviously not telling him why she's asking. She's just saying that she's curious and wants to know. And that's pretty much the nature of the conversation as you are listening in.
Okay. That's good enough for me at the moment with my energy level.
Enough sneaking around. Yeah, and Gus does not notice you at all, by the way.
I was worried about that.
He's just like
He's still daydreaming.
He's still daydreaming. You kind of glance over and you can see he's looking up at the ceiling with like this dreamlike state.
He's still thinking about the stars.
Thinking about
or
the
sky, whatever he
stars,
says.
the clouds. Yeah.
Sam is talking with Barry and going, "Do you think, like, when you come back to? Do you think the rain just does that?"
What ring?
I haven't asked this in a while. Are you okay after you have gotten the ring?
Yeah, no, I've been perfectly fine. He hasn't bugged me at all. I should probably
He?
figure out what the fuck. The yeah.
Squints? He?
Were you not around for any of the conversations about how I apparently signed a warlock pact without knowing?
You signed a warlock pact without knowing?
What? Magnus stuff. Agnes was teaching me spell. Where did you think you were there?
I don't know. I don't think I heard all of what happened. I did see you flinging spells.
Well, trying. I still don't really know everything I can do. He wasn't very clear.
And you signed a pact.
Yeah.
I hope it was a good contract.
Nothing that I was immediately suspicious of. I did try. I didn't just sign it without asking questions.
Do you know who your patron is?
Yeah.
And
As
who
I
is
bring
your
it up.
and who is your patron?
Where the fuck? Oh, there it is. Nibahid? Is that how you have it pronounced, Criana? Okay.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, just some being from elsewhere named, and I immediately close it and probably forget Nibahid.
I don't know. Can Sam roll any sort of knowledge? That's not like one of his usual forte things.
Yeah.
Not just like a history,
Yeah. Why don't you? Yeah. Go ahead and roll a history.
straight history.
Yeah. Give me a second here. Sam, as you're sitting there and you're like, Nibahid. Well, that sounds like a old like elemental type name, like like a something from a different plane of existence, not quite this one. And as that comes to you, you're like, where did I learn that? It was just something that like you kind of knew.
Sam kind of taps on the bar. That sounds like an elemental name.
That would match. I just remember a lot of golden fire.
That would make sense. Probably a being from another plane.
It sounds like, as much as he kept denying it, it sounds like he just wants me to be a pretty show horse to show off to his friends. And that can be very pretty.
You can't be very pretty. When you want to be.
Poses.
Sam thinks, where did I learn that?
GM?
Yeah.
I've had a good amount of students, maybe not all of them being warlocks or whatnot, but I seem to have a good amount of knowledge in general about that. Would any of my students have made a pact with a similar entity?
That's a good question. Go ahead and roll me. I think this would be history. Go ahead and roll me a history check. Um, the name itself is foreign to you. It doesn't hit any of the basics, and as you kind of go through, the students in your mind, and sort of, there are some who do admit to making a pact with a higher being. It's not that name in particular doesn't ring any bells.
Okay. Yeah, he'll give that knowledge, really. I can tell you this. Of all the packs I've seen, I haven't heard about this higher being.
If I'm remembering correctly, it sounds like they haven't interacted with our world in a while.
That makes sense.
He at least would not say the word magic. And I don't think that was like on purpose or like some weirdo thing. I think it just didn't occur to him to say magic. He just kept saying powers and gifts.
Oh, sure.
And even then, he only showed me the like blasty thing and nothing else.
Wait, you made a pact, right?
I signed a contract. And I could do magic. I couldn't do magic before, other than the levitate.
That's absolutely a pact.
Yeah.
You should, because for two reasons. One, even the newest people to packs have more than one magic, but you did say gifts, right?
Yes.
So you probably have more than one of them gifts, let's just say.
I figured out a couple with Agnes, but there's probably some I haven't guessed at yet.
No, I can go down the list if you'd like.
Sure.
Anything that particularly is a violent spell, make sure you have it pointed, not in this building. Rather not have things break.
A what spell?
Violent,
Oh,
aggressive.
violet. I don't know what I heard, sorry.
A violin.
Not to go through like the actual biz in real time. Barian will just kind of go down the list that he knows of
Okay.
like basic pact magics.
Mm-hmm.
Is that like a roll, or should I like do something?
No, I mean, I think you could. I don't even think you have to roll for it. You've been a headmaster for, this long. Like, I think you're not under any kind of duress. You could easily just go through what you know.
Okay. Barian will go down the list. I can pull up the warlock list if you'd like, but that's
I can
what
also
he's
just
going to
send
do.
you what I have.
Sure.
I think there's really only 2 things on here that would not be typical.
Okay.
Because one is very Jin related, and the other one was like, I don't remember why I have that.
Yeah, and Barian, actually, why don't you go ahead and roll me an Arcana check?
Okay.
Oh, it was Eldritch Invocations. That's why those 2 things are there.
Rolling bad today.
Yeah, not today. Yeah, I mean, you're able to kind of pick some pieces. I was gonna say, rolling specifically for an elemental type, pact. Basically trying to. You can't think of any super differences, between them, but you still would know like the basics.
Sure.
So we could probably figure out like the Hellish Rebuke and the Hex.
Right, yeah, like
No issue.
Using what Sam said and kind of working with John, you would be able to determine that.
Okay. All right, so it looks like you have a Hellish Rebuke and Hex. Classics. No, two other people that in our particular group know Hex. It's crazy.
Is Hex the thing Winston keeps doing?
Sometimes.
Oh, okay.
I gotta ask him about his biz, because I have... You know how you usually do, like, contracts to gain your power? He seems to do some sort of weird opposite, where he seems to be taking from specific individuals to do it, but even then, that's very strange to have them summoned.
I'll take your word on it.
You absolutely should. By the way, love Hellish Rebuke. I actually have that one.
How do you have spells?
What? Wizard college, head of wizard.
My brain just immediately goes, fine, keep your secrets. John is just gonna. John knows. I'm not even gonna roll Arcana. John knows fucking nothing. He's just gonna take your word for it.
Man,
This-
even if you did know about magic, him just saying he's a wizard makes a perfect sense.
Yeah. This might be a little shoehorned in, but I realize I haven't really messed around with this. Is there something I can roll or do to so John can finally figure out he can go inside his ring?
He just accidentally goes, I never thought. Wait,
Like I
is
could
Sam
start a
already?
conversation, but
Maybe Sam already rolled like a high history for like knowing that it's an elemental. Could he like, I don't know, assist in that somehow?
I have an idea, if I
Yeah.
could.
Yeah.
Could I potentially, like, roll investigation or something? And
Hell
see if,
yeah.
like, oh, hey, there's part of the ring that's kind of offset, and then click it, and then that's when
John
you can
just
go
vanishes.
in.
Yeah.
I'm good. Because I realize I'm like, John doesn't know this part. But if we have this could make a lot of things upcoming really easy if he can just go into his ring and then give it to one of you guys.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Throw it.
Hey, wait, hold on. Can I see that ring just really quickly?
John will hold out his hand, but he will not take it off.
Yeah. This has been bugging me for a little bit. This is off center. If you just turn it this way, yeah. If you just turn it that way, it should be centered now.
Okay, John will do what he said, or what she says. Sorry. So did you just pop into his vessel?
Yeah, like
I guess for your sake, this is what I'm
yeah,
referencing.
Thank you. I was looking that up right now. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so it's a little odd. Rowan, as you kind of like tell him to do that, and you see John, he kind of looks down and he tweaks the ring a little bit so it's even. It's almost like like his hand goes wispy, and you see it disappear into the ring, and then followed by his arm and his shoulder and his torso and his feet and his head, and all of a sudden the ring just kind of like clatters down onto the stool or the table, the countertop, where that was on John's hand. And John, you are suddenly pulled. Barry, you like with your original 8, you're like, I can't remember too much with like genies and stuff. And like the moment you see that happen, you're like, oh fuck yeah, that's right. That can happen.
Once that happens, two people are shocked, like, what just happened? Bear's like,
John, do you want to describe what it looks like inside? Do you have any sort of
I realized I
headcanon?
also clicked the wrong thing. I'm just honestly imagining the stereotypical. It is just a nice room with a bunch of cushions and tables and probably at the moment empty shelves.
And you do
Just
see
like a nice like lounge office situation.
and you do see like on the wall is like a portrait of your patron, like one of those like very like king noble type portraits, like hand painted.
Of fucking course.
And like him kind of looking off into the middle distance, like looking heroic and regal, hung above one of the cushiony like couches.
I was just gonna start at the painting, and then with that, at least Clue will go, okay, this is probably a magic thing, and I don't need to panic. And he's just gonna kind of start exploring the room.
Back outside, what are you guys doing?
Did he
Did
just
I
get
kill him?
vaporized?
You know, for a second, I definitely thought so, but no, they're fine.
How?
Oh,
How
I
do
can hear
know
you guys
this?
talking too.
And you can. Their voices are like echoing around.
Varian, how do you know this? Don't just tell me it's wizard stuff. How? How? How?
What do you mean? Well, the how is magic, absolutely.
How do you know he's alive?
Oh, right. Well, there's a bit of a djinn thing going on, bit of a vessel. So, how do I explain this? So there is a way to have specific objects become sort of like a pocket dimension, but not in like a pocket dimension sort of way. No, a bag of hold. You know what? I'm not going to get into that. Let's just say they are currently safe. Barian actually like takes a bit of a thought to be like, is there any way to like get this person out?
It would be like it would be something John would have to initiate. And I
Here.
don't know if there's a way you can force
I'll
it.
just
If the
do
vessel
this.
is destroyed, please
Okay.
do not destroy it.
Yeah, that would be the only other way is to destroy the vessel itself.
Or kill
Rowan-
me.
Yeah. Rowan's gonna pick up the ring and gently place it on the stool. Back away. Sit down and think about her actions.
John, as you're exploring inside your new pimpin' pad that you didn't even realize was on, your ring finger, you do see like it's like a doorway, but like instead of like a handle, it's like in the center of the door, and you see it looks like your ring. Like it has that same sort of indentation that Rowan had pointed out on this doorway within.
Once I'm done exploring everything else, I'll go over and mess around with that.
Yeah, so you go over and you put your hands on this ring and you do the same kind of twisty motion, and all of a sudden you guys just see plunk back into existence John, ring back on his finger.
Oh, thank God!
That was fast.
I can hear everything in there.
Oh.
That might be useful for, investigating.
What kind of distance? Like across the ways?
Like, how far could I hear out?
Yeah.
I could hear you guys talking and not much more. I think.
That would be cool to have super hearing.
The area around your vessels, yeah. That was a weird room with really nice cushions. That would be good for camping.
Varian blinks for a second. Cushions?
Yeah, it was just like a really nice room that you like what I imagine would be in like in a palace where people just like, this is just my relaxing room.
Huh. Honestly, I've
Also, there
more
was
just heard about this more than I've really experienced or seen it.
wait, you know what that was? Wait, you did just say that. I heard that. You said Jin. You think is my patron a Jin?
Thanks for a moment. I don't entirely know.
As all the players go, oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I think
Wink.
you.
Who could possibly even know about these facts of fancy? What even is a dragon, really?
I think with all the hints you gotten, especially when John said the place that he was teleported to was like fire and gold, I think it's kind of easy to put together that this was a djinn of some kind.
Just said, oh, it's a djinn. Everyone's just going, oh.
We got it.
Oh.
I haven't rolled high enough in my survival to know what the heck a djinn is.
Wonder if I can go back. And John's just gonna try messing with it, but not go back right away, and then just kind of look over Barry and go. It sometimes takes things a day to reset, doesn't it?
For magic things, absolutely. Sometimes a little faster.
I will test that out after I take a nap, then.
Fair enough.
John is just fidgeting with his ring now. He has new fidget toy.
How does magic law even know when a day ends if there's no sun?
I don't know.
Sam looks at the sun priest.
Why are you staring at me? What'd I do now?
He didn't do
Exist.
anything.
Excuse me.
Out of curiosity, is the sun still there even if we can't see it?
Well, yeah. It's just on the other side.
Ah, at the Empire.
Yeah.
So you would know, yeah, that's essentially how it's sort of the understanding is that because Daiula took away Vahildre's power, those who were so devout to Vahildre went to the Empire of Radiance, and through the theory is through their worship and their dedication to Vahildre, they're able to keep the sun alive through their dedication and worship.
Well, there you go.
Out of curiosity, Rowan, how long have you worshipped Vahildre?
Since before the sun went away. I was like 30-ish years old when I was turned.
So, out of also curiosity, when did you learn your druidic stuff?
You're a druid.
I guess I kind of assumed it's druidic. You seem to know a lot about
Yeah,
animals and
well,
such.
well, when the sun went away, I couldn't really use that, so I just turned to something else.
Ah, I see. But you still had your powers as a cleric,
Yeah,
or
they were
did you just get them back?
No, they were there. It's just muted.
Hmm. Did it make things complicated when you returned into a vampire?
What do you mean?
Well, vampires and sun usually don't mix.
Yeah, but the sun was... Well... I kind of lived in a forest for a little while. I was able to escape at night to the north of where I used to live. And so I stayed there, and that's around the time that the sun went away. Eventually, I kept going north, and I reached Northbury, or what is Northbury now.
Out of curiosity, what is the sun like?
Well, for us, it's mean, loud, not very nice. For folks like Marion and John, it's big and warm. You have to be careful about staying in it for too long, because then you'll get a sunburn, but it's like sitting next to a fire. But you don't have to sit, it's just all around. Kind of like a warm hug.
I guess I can sort of picture it.
Mm-hmm. This is gonna sound really weird, but imagine sitting in a fire, but not being burned by it. It just being warm. It's kind of like that. Sorta. And it's also bright. Like, way brighter than it is here. Here, everything is positively dark.
I'm trying to think if Sam would say a really dumb question because I don't know honestly if that would be regular cultural knowledge or not.
Go for it, dude.
I'll let you know.
I'm gonna ask a really dumb question.
Go for it, dude.
He'll ask, so when the sun is out, does the sky still look black?
No. No. The sky is blue.
The sky is blue.
Mm-hmm.
You would not know this, which is even funnier.
That's what I was like, is that like a regular common knowledge for these people in
Maybe
this?
more like academic type people would be familiar with like what they've seen, like old drawings and stuff. And those who have been to the Empire of Radiance. In your case, being a farm boy, you would not,
or at least like
or
close to.
Yeah, being a carpenter boy. My bad, I got my farm boys mixed up. You would, you would not. This would not be like common knowledge.
Just raises his eyebrow. It's blue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can't picture it anymore.
You can't.
It's such a weird concept for me.
That's fine. I honestly doubt we'll ever be able to see the sun again. It would require going to the Brightlands.
Yeah.
Empire. And we would have to cover up the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, even inside, it's not only direct sunlight, but, you know, unless it's dark for us, we can get burned.
Or something else in my case.
Yeah.
He's still stuck on the sky is blue. Why in the world is the sky a blue?
How does that
This-
pan out?
It's just like the sky's always black. Why in the world do you turn up the brightness and it turns blue? Wouldn't it just turn like gray or white? Why you turn up the gamma and it just looks blue? I don't understand. What is this color correction? Out of curiosity, have you ever thought about going to the Empire?
Maybe. Might be fun.
That's one of the coyest answers I heard in a while.
What do you mean, coy? I'm being serious. Perhaps. There's a lot of danger associated with it.
That's true.
Out of curiosity, is this kingdom the kingdom of? I think is this just the entire kingdom of Myrafell? I can't remember.
So Myrafell was let's do a little history lesson, shall we?
Oh,
Because I
boy.
don't know how much
Wow.
I've like written out, documented for you guys. Let's go back to the world map.
World map. Wow.
So originally, the kingdom of Myrafell was its own kind of nation here in kind of this upper left-hand quadrant. Then you had the Hollowed Gates was its own kind of thing. Abergen was its own kind of thing. Zivarel was its own thing, and Zosteria was its own thing. Like they were all separate. But they were all very close. Like it was all in.
They were all besties.
Right, they were all besties. There was what's the word I'm trying to think of?
Alliance?
Thank you, alliances, with each other. And when the family was murdered, the Myrafell kingdom, and Malachi took the throne at a very young age, they created the council, which was essentially the head of each city-state or nation, and kind of formed the Shattered Vales, which is the entirety now. It's kind of considered its own thing. And the Hallowed Gates is currently the only way you would take an airship to the Empire Radiance from the Hallowed Gates. It's the only way out. It's a strict border, but you can get there to the other continent with the sun.
And how are relations between Shattered Vales and the Empire?
Do you want to go ahead and roll me a history?
Oh boy, let's roll a straight history.
You're not sure.
Not sure.
You know people seem to travel in and out, so it can't be that bad.
So Sam kind of shrugs and goes, well, you're people traveling from there, so I don't see why you couldn't. Imagine that would be quite the trip, though.
Yeah. Definitely not Balmoral.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No. Look, everyone, it's definitely not Balmoral.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
It's definitely not the castle in Scotland at
Nope.
all.
Definitely
think so.
not. Nope. No Scotland here. Definitely not Scotland.
I made that change like
The day
so many
after.
months ago. No, I've been changing it. I don't know if you guys have noticed.
I've noticed a couple times.
Okay.
Yeah, I've
noticed a
noticed
couple
a few
changes.
times.
Yeah, I've been trying to change it whenever someone says something, so now it'll be changed again.
I'm so sorry. So, you know druid stuff. It was the druid circle part of the same forest you lived in?
I never met anybody for druids. It just started happening.
It just started happening?
Mhm.
You
I'm
just-
guessing it's a part of my vampire stuff.
Ah, is that normal for vampires?
She shrugs.
Is it different for everyone?
Vampirism?
Yeah.
It can be. Come in all shapes and sizes.
So, do you think the birds you have are a part of that?
Oh no, I know exactly what the birds are.
Do you want to divulge that information, or?
Sure. And she's going to reach into her shadow and pull out Arvis. This little guy was a sheepdog.
Arvis used to be a sheepdog?
And he stands up proudly. Wings almost like they're on his hips.
Oh.
Yeah, he was old and he was going to die, so I took his soul and bound it to mine. So he'll be with me.
You can just take souls like that?
Animals, yeah.
Yes, that's
And
part of the druidic stuff.
I'm guessing that. And they get a degree of sentience.
Arvis, do you remember your days as a sheepdog?
He's gonna do that whole body like nod, like up down, like you've seen birds nod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that the entire body is nodding basically. Huh. It's just I've never heard of that before.
Brown's gonna shrug. It's probably different because I'm so old. Like, this isn't something I was able to do years and years and years ago. This is only in the last, like, 200-300 years I've been able to do this kind of thing.
Is turning into stone something you've come across before?
GM? Shall I roll a roll?
Yeah. Go ahead. Do
History?
Yep. Yep.
Bam. No, absolutely no
Look.
idea.
Jesus, you've never heard of that before.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Sam looks at Barian. Well, I suppose you did suspect that it was artificial. But I was still curious.
Well, you also have to keep in mind you're a hybrid. You're a Dampier. Dampiers are different. Like not necessarily incredibly different, but there's different rules.
Yeah, there sure fucking is.
Mm-hmm.
So, do Dampiers normally also have different forms?
They can. Quite literally, any of the questions you were asking about, hey, is it weird if X, Y, or Z? Multiply that by like 5 for Dampiers. I mean, Dampiers can also have a little bit of werewolf in them. It just depends on like how they were made. Because Dampiers can be artificially made, they can be magically made, they could be two vampires just really wanted kids. And yeah, it just all depends. I'm sorry.
He shrugs. Just curious.
That's fair.
You seemed really concerned when my hand started turning to stone. It didn't seem normal to you.
Yeah, I'd never seen that. It was strange.
Yeah. Try being the one who was turning into stone.
How did it feel?
Felt. And how do I describe it? Felt like everything was just turning stiff in my body very slowly. Felt like joints in my body were becoming fused together.
Weird.
Yeah, and Sam, as you recall this, like you even remember like with Rowan, her hands started to like smoke because vampires burn in the sunlight. But for you, it was almost the exact opposite. It was like a cooling sensation of just like this numbness that started traveling from your hand before it was pulled away.
He says, you know what? In another strange way, it also felt cool.
Did somebody?
Oh, they get his theme.
Get him.
Self-proclaimed theme.
Come on, cool.
You did say he was coming, right?
Yeah.
Did somebody say my name?
And just that, you look over. Oh, wait. And standing.
Standing
right behind
who?
you.
Had a grumpy face and a long pair of legs walking in.
Hi, cool.
Somebody call my name.
I guess Sim doesn't know how to continue with this. He doesn't want to hurt Cool's feelings by saying, "Well, I wasn't asking for you, but I guess so."
I'm here if you need anything. But just so you know.
He stops for a second.
I was going to say something about it. I need to get paid for my job, but I think just hanging out isn't really like a paid job.
I suppose some people get paid to hang out with people.
You do?
Some people do.
I wish I got paid for hanging out. Well, that's not the point right now. You're in need, and Cool is here.
Sam continues to not know what to say because he doesn't want to hurt Cool's feelings, but he doesn't need Cool. Like, Cool. How was that mountain training? Was it?
Yes, I got trained in the mountains. There was very tall people there, and they showed me how to be really cool.
Really tall people? How tall?
Hold on.
Oh, he's gonna stretch.
Criana, can you double this pog size?
I can absolutely do this.
Oh no. Danny comes back. Hey guys, I just what the? Whoa.
Oh, in both directions.
Whoa.
Before your eyes, a smaller creature that was quite much shorter than you has grown to way bigger than you.
Like this.
Giant muscle arms give him a pose. Very pointed and diagonal.
I can really hold this for so long.
I think we got the picture. Thank you.
Just like a slingshot.
So they gave you training? Training in what?
Both their language and their technique of being big.
Huh. Can I roll a history or something to figure out what he made? Or I
like
don't
a
know.
history or survival, even like I'm trying to think, or like Nate. Well, maybe not. You know,
Ooh, nature could work.
nature could work.
Survival could work.
Also
History
work.
could work. Just flat knowledge could work.
Yeah, that might. Yeah, I guess any of the above. We can flavor it depending on what you choose.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So based off of what he's saying, you're trying to think of where you've encountered maybe talks of larger beings. And you know that there is sort of a mountain range in Addersfield that is home to some giants, and maybe that's what he's referring to.
Were they giants?
Yeah, they were pretty big.
I'm Sam thinks I don't think he doesn't think he's gonna get a straight answer out of
Wait,
You look confused. Try describing it so you get less confused, and I can maybe clarify.
It looks like Cool is
She's
very
wondering.
confused too.
I'm trying to figure out if you got taught by mountain giants. But I've only heard of giants in the fields of Addersfield?
Near Addersfield, yeah.
Yeah, near Addersfield.
All I know is the mountains, and there were very tall people like you guys.
Like us.
Well, I mean, taller than you guys.
That's kind of an important distinction. So wait, did you get to Meyerfell and then you just left for the mountains?
Okay, so we left the moving rooms that we were in.
The train.
Yes, probably. And then we got out, and I assumed you guys were just gonna like pick up something, so I went back to the moving rooms.
Oh. I thought we were going back to the train, so he just stayed on the train.
You went back on the train?
Yes, now that people are saying the word tray a lot, yes, the tray.
We told you we were coming here. To the house of the Umbral Syndicate.
I didn't know which moving room that was.
Oh no, is this the slime's knowledge of like just dungeons?
What?
Oh no. No. This is the Umbral Syndicate, as I'm sure you are aware of now.
Yes, it's also not moving suspiciously.
Yes. This is a guild house. They don't tend to move.
So a train is not normal.
A train is I suppose more special.
Ah,
It's typically just used to get to other places that also don't move.
See, what I don't get is whenever everyone kept telling me, yes, this is train, you should leave. And then I was like, I'm not training anything. And then I got kicked out, and then I got to find the tall people, and there's like, I got kicked out of training, and they're like, training. And then they trained me.
Oh my god.
And then I trained all over the place.
Oh my god, I love Cool so much.
Now I know that being big is pretty rad.
I suppose it can have its advantages, but also its disadvantages.
No, I'm pretty sure it's all advantages.
Uh-huh.
Says the 7-foot-tall woman.
You know it.
Looking at Cool, a small creature.
Which, by the way, you've got, hang on. Tall, average.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Poor John.
He's a normal guy.
Normal
You
ass
know-
man.
I think I'll be the normal one in the group for now.
I'll take that
Uh-oh.
that bullet. I'll be normal.
I'll be the
Just a-
normal guy.
Just a couple of normal guys, aren't we, Petty?
A John's always wanted.
Yeah,
Uh oh.
not in the ways that you may want them.
Does anybody
I
else
think that
notice
might have
they-
hit the nail a little too close.
Brain's just eyeing Cool. You know, I don't think I've ever seen one of these gelatinous creatures talk.
Looks at Cool.
Cool is sitting there and then like looks around. Guess you haven't met enough.
What?
Fair answer.
Cool answer.
The cool answer. Yeah. How long have you been traveling, Cool?
I've recently gone back into town.
And then you came across those
Violent bandits.
Yes. Did you get them all to the guards?
I had brought one and then a second one, and then they started actually going, all right, maybe we should
Help this creature move these unconscious bodies. Criana, would you like to elaborate on what exactly happened with that?
Yeah, so the camera will like pan over to like Cool like going to like the nearest guard post, and like you see like a guard station there, a few, and they kind of watch as like Cool brings in the body, or like this unconscious body. And then Cool, what kind of cool catchphrase do you say as you're dropping off the body to these guards?
There's more where that came from.
And Cool just sort of walks off, and they're kind of like staring. And the guards kind of like pick up the unconscious body, and then one of them goes like, "Hey, we that's this guy." And he holds up a wanted poster, and the other guard goes, "Oh yeah." And a few minutes later, Cool comes in with a second one.
Same guy.
not the 7 twins.
Not the seven
Banditos.
twins.
The 7 twin bandits. And
Doing his-
before
his mic.
they have a chance to like follow you out, like you're already gone getting the other one, and they're like, okay, like if he comes back, we gotta follow him. And when you come back, they have like 2 other guards like ready to come and assist you with carrying the rest. And then we flash back camera over.
My intuition is never wrong.
Sam does not bring up the moving train incident. Just let Cool have this.
Saw them chatting down the street, one of them licking ice cream, probably stolen.
What?
Camera pans over, and the guys are actually celebrating one of their birthdays. Aw, thanks, guys. You know, it's really weird. Everyone thinks we look alike, but, you know, yeah. Hey, what's that?
Deviants of the night, you've met your match.
Who are you? And they
Up
all,
here
like,
on the
kind of get
roof.
up. The camera pans up, Cool's on the roof. Scarf blowing in the wind.
I am a knight.
Hat flies off, gets caught, but tendril puts it back.
And they all just start screaming and like starts clamoring and to like lock the door, but it's too late. Cool, you jump down in the most epic fashion and land on the street.
Defeated is the evil of this land.
And then as soon as the battle is over, and boy, is it epic and quick, that's when you just hear Barry go, "Wait, what's that over there?"
What's that thing? What the?
What the?
And the camera shifts back to the Umbral Syndicate to where we are right now. Man, this is like Memento all of a sudden.
Remember Bullet Train?
Man, I like Bullet Train. It's a pretty cool film.
Yeah, I'm pretty cool.
Shut up.
Huh. Interesting. I'm glad you are alright. That's quite a lot of people.
Can I have more soup?
Yes, you can have more soup. It's like Sam like slides over like a soup bowl in the big soup bowl for him to like serve him.
Scoops bowl into bowl. Slurping sounds. He seems content.
It's had a long day.
He's had such a long day. He's been such a brave little slime. Sam looks over to Baron. Oh, right. I keep thinking that I'll be more hurts that way I don't have to do you still need blood?
Yeah, well, I don't need you. It's for research.
Do you still want blood for your thesis?
I'll say this loud and clear. I want your blood.
Weirdo.
Danny comes back again.
Yeah, Danny walks in and goes, "Nope," and she heads back out.
Yeah. Do you have anything to contain it in?
I, the player, needs to now check bag.
I mean, I have some vials here, but it's filled with other blood. I could always wash one of them out for you.
Nothing that would be good for like got like a cup, canteen. Nah, I don't want to do those. Yeah, but that'll be good.
Hang on, I'll wash one of them out for you. As Sam will leave for a bit to like wash out one of like his own personal vials. And then eventually come back. He also grabbed one of the kitchen knives.
Oh God,
And just
Not
like
a butter knife.
that's gonna take a while to get through.
cause he doesn't have like his own dagger.
Rowan will take out a dagger and hand it over.
Oh, thank you. As he'll take the dagger and just very casually slice pour some of the blood into like the vial, very very casually.
Barry, and roll me an insight.
As
Rowan, if you're
Sam
watching
also
too.
as Sam also looks to everyone and says, "Okay, no one tell Agnes. I will tell her later."
I'm so happy you did that in front of our red soup.
Oh,
sorry,
you don't notice anything, Barry.
Do you need me to do this elsewhere?
No, it's fine.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Guess I'm just kind of used to it.
It's just we're also having red soup. It's just
Unsanitary.
it's not even sanitary. It's just like okay.
Unsettling.
Yeah.
Gus
Very
comes in. Hey, what's
nonchalant.
this soup made out of?
Oh, you know, beets. Just
It
beets.
stains.
Don't worry about it.
Maybe a bit of pomegranate.
Yeah.
Walks out. How to get the NPCs to leave the room almost immediately.
And bleed.
Take note, make people leave to just cut oneself.
Eventually, after enough of the vial is sufficiently filled, I don't know how filled you want that vial. It might take a while.
I just need a sample. Stop cutting yourself.
I don't have any other ways of getting the blood out.
I no, I mean like you don't need that much for testing.
All right.
Thank
As
you.
he then just hands over the vial. You know, I should probably roll a little bit of damage. Probably, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, here, let me just.
Should I just do like the crimson right?
Yeah, let's do that. That's perfect.
Crimson right. What is my crimson right die again? I think it's a 6.
Let's see how much is actually in this one.
Yeah, it's a 6. Oh.
I told you not that much.
Yeah,
Sam
Well-
probably goes down.
I was gonna say, like, Sam, you're kind of struggling a little bit. You're like, oh man, actually, it's still bleeding. I can't.
Oh wow, that's still bleeding.
God, huh?
Rowan gets up on the counter, jumps down, cure wounds.
It probably stop. Oh, thank you.
Gonna do this. Kablam, level 1.
Do you punch him while you do it?
Yeah. In the shoulder.
Idiot.
Dummy.
Dumbass.
Thank you.
What's that vial of blood? It is red.
Yep, looks like a normal vial of blood. Maybe it's a little like not as like red as some of like a more of a living being, but it's a little darker in color. But that's not unexpected.
He's just sitting there, like thinking, like, you know, I thought it would be a bit more noticeably magical. Just kind of looks blood-like.
Sam just shrugs. I kind of only assumed that there is something magical, considering when my blood touches things, it electrifies it.
Like the dagger.
I. Sam looks at the dagger. As he didn't think about it, it sparks.
Daisy.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you know, when you use like your Crimson Right or something, there's a little bit more like of an internal sort of craft you're doing like within. You know, you can't quite explain it because it feels natural to you, but like drawing your blood and like dropping it into a vial, it looks relatively normal.
Mm-hmm. Sam just points at the dagger. Thankfully, I did not try to superheat it.
Imperium blends. What do you mean? What?
Well, I have electrified things, but also I have heated stuff up, at least a little bit. Those tend to be two separate things, though, from what I've noticed.
All right. Obvious question. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. How did you figure this out?
Well, I thought I was doing one thing, and well, I didn't know that I had done something else until I touched the blade and I scorched myself a little bit.
No, what did you initially think or do to be like, yes, I shall cut myself with a weapon and then wield it? Because obviously it would be magically intuned if I cut myself. How did you figure that out?
I didn't figure that out. That was someone else's testing.
Oh,
Varian, do you want to go ahead and just roll me an Arcana?
sure.
Hopefully it's above a 3.
Yay.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, you would know that, like, this level of, I'm trying to think of the right word for it. The amount of training to be able to craft your own blood into, like, and use it in the form of, for enhancing a weapon, like, that is not an easy feat. Like, usually you've only kind of heard tales of others. None of the students at your school, but you have heard of others trying to perfect this craft, and it takes years of dedication. And Sam, from what you can tell, is doing it with unintentional ease.
So you had testing. You know, I've done a lot of magic research, not to brag or anything. But from what I can tell, what you are pulling off right now takes a lot of training and a bit of know-how. And you didn't have any know-how or training.
Nope. Not as far as I know.
He stares more intently at the
The vial.
the vial.
Oh.
What are your secrets?
Concern.
Well, to be fair, I didn't have any training turning these little guys into birds. She's gonna poke the harvest. I just did it one day. Felt like I could do it, and I did it.
Honestly, kind of would want to bring it up because it sounded like dark magics. Mm,
She's gonna shrug.
mm. So you just did that one day. Crazy.
Yeah.
To be naturally gifted with magic. Mm. Oh,
Me
yeah.
randomly signing a contract doesn't look so weird anymore, huh?
No, signing a contract is actually very standard stuff. I guess in the way you've done it, because you didn't really like look for it or whatnot. It just kind of called to you. Is that what happened?
Effectively.
Hmm.
I think there were
Magic-
2 voices.
What?
I think the ring and the songstress were both in my head.
Oh. You mean at the time and not now and in
Not
the way
now. I don't have
okay.
voices in my head now. I think. They've been
I
very
think
quiet.
you would know. If you don't know, you probably got no voices in there.
Drugs.
Mm. Doesn't mean that there aren't people there, just no voices.
Far vibe looking in your direction. Somehow that's worse.
Magic comes in many forms. At my particular college, a lot of people come to refine or even just straight up learn magic. There is a rare few that do not need such things. Looks like all of you seem to have done well without my guidance. Sorry, the college's guidance.
Mhm.
Sam only shrugs. I don't know about doing well, but I.
I have to tell you that your craft is probably the hardest amongst this particular circle of magic users. Learning is relatively simple. Being endowed naturally seems to be something that just happens. Signing a pact, relatively quick and painless. Yours, rare, hard to get working. And then on top of that, consistent.
Hmm. Carol just walks in. Get out of here, NPC Geralt. No, there's nothing for you to bang here. Go away.
Well, bang, okay.
Well, I don't know, it feels weird to... I mean, nothing about what I do is naturally gifted to me.
You know, if you don't want to talk about it, you don't have to. But you have four, five. Do all of your birds count? You have a lot of friends here that would lend an ear if you wanted to.
He looks to all of you. It's not really a... I don't know, that's not a very pleasant story. I will not want to ruin the nice mood.
Nothing could ruin this delicious soup.
Just... kind of like throws his hand up in the air, puts it back down to like the bar. I don't know. What do you want to know? I don't exactly know where to start.
Barry's gonna look over to John. Gauging in, interest levels.
Like, am I interested in Sam's story?
Yes.
John's listening.
I think John can start us.
Oh, fuck you. I don't know the English language.
Oh, getting out of this, huh?
I don't speak English.
I know. It says in perfect English. I don't speak English.
Oh fuck! I used to know how to say it in French. How long have you been a Dampier?
He kind of the eyes drift off to sort of try to remember. I want to say maybe 5 or so years. want to say 5.
Where were you before?
I was just human. Nothing special.
Where? Where were you before?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were just like, were you? I thought. Okay, that's what you said.
Fair.
I kind of like. I was like, where did you? Where we were? It's like I think it's where were you? What were you before?
How long have you been 17?
Yeah. I lived in Farnworth.
Is that where you were burned?
No. No. I was turned in Hainan. Let me see if I can say the name right, because it's been a while. I'm trying to remember the town name. I was in Ethel.
Were you like kidnapped?
Yeah, more or less. I was working for a woman, a countess of Ethel, for a year, I think. And then, well, she turned me into this.
The Countess was a vampire?
No, not as far as I know, at least. No. It's a lot of. Well, I don't know the process, but I assume magic, science, machinery, needles. He grumbles that.
Fine bleeding on the spot. Needles, no.
Listen, needles is a trauma response.
Yeah, no, I get it. Have they tested on other people? Or experimented, I mean?
Well, I didn't see everyone, but I did see some of the other, for lack of a better word, failures. I never interacted with them, though.
Did you have these blood powers before?
No.
Do you know what their intentions were? Because I doubt it was just letting you go free.
I have absolutely no clue, and I'll probably never know.
Are they dead?
She died in a raid.
What kind of raid?
I don't know all the specifics because I was coming to from an operation. I assume it was an operation. At least I was on the table. I just woke up and... Well, there was some group that I didn't recognize going through, killing everything in their path. I saw her body on the floor.
And just book it?
Yep. I was not going to wait to see what they were going to do to me. Saw what they were doing to the others.
Probably was going to be the same.
That was what I guessed.
You just been wandering around for the last couple of years?
Essentially, um, gone to town, just helping people with whatever they needed. Had nothing, so I needed money to survive.
Tale as old as time.
Yep. I mean, I guess sometimes I didn't take money from those that I didn't think who could afford it, but unfortunately, I still need money for food and whatnot. As until, of course, I came here.
Is there anything else of note that I haven't poked at?
Trying to think if there's anything you guys would even need to know. It's just so long in the past now. I mean, she's dead.
Is she?
Don't say that.
Sam says, fuck, I hope so.
I don't know. This sounds like some play they would put on in those fancy theaters. And somehow it's still never. The rich people seem to still get their not comeuppance, the opposite of that. They seem to still get out of it just fine.
He crosses his arms. Well, I suppose I didn't have any time to check her body, but she did look pretty dead on that floor.
Hopefully that's all it was.
Hopefully. I don't know that group, but I hope that they were thorough, at least in some regards.
Do you know how long ago that was?
It's... He kinda hems and haws. He seems unsure. It's not like I really had a calendar.
Fair enough.
I know that by the time I got out of there, it was sometime in January.
This year?
No, it was 4 years ago.
Oh, okay, sorry.
At least I think it was January. There was still a lot of snow on the ground. Is there anything else you would need to know? Suppose the only other thing I can think of, I have family, I guess. Don't really talk to any of them. Although I'm trying to get back into contact with my sister. It's not going incredibly well right now.
No picking up?
Hmm?
Is she not picking up?
I just have no way of easily contacting her. Agnes was kind enough to use sending spells, but those are costly. And, well, I don't think Samantha was receptive to a random person suddenly talking in her mind. Which I guess is pretty fair.
Your sister's name is Samantha,
Yes,
and you're Sam.
I'm Samuel.
Sorry. Just punched my mic. So nervous
Wow,
twitch.
Criana, you're so aggressive.
Samuel.
So, your parents named you two Sam and Sam.
You see him hang his head. No, it gets worse.
How does it get worse?
Name your dog Sam?
So Samantha is my twin.
Okay, that makes more sense.
We have 2 older brothers.
Are they twins too?
No,
Hmm.
their
Is one
names are.
named- Mm-hmm.
Or do you want to guess?
Is one named Samwise?
No, but you're close.
Are they also named Sam?
Samson and Samus.
Wow.
I feel like I need to send a letter to my mom thanking her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is your parents' names Sam?
No.
Oh, that would have been so funny though.
Sam and Sam walk through the woods.
With the
Yeah.
Sam.
To get a pail of water.
I suppose if we are discussing this, all of our birthdays are also pretty close.
How?
Suspicious.
How do you plan that?
I don't think they planned anything, really.
How do you luck into that?
I think it's more unluck at this point.
When's your birthday?
June 23rd. I am assuming you are curious about my brothers.
Sure.
Samson is 21st, Samus is 22nd.
That is close.
Incredibly close. Dude, I thought I had family issues.
Oh, everyone has family issues. It's just sort of different levels.
Don't we all?
Says Barry in question mark. Was staring wistfully into the distance.
Problem is, I never had a family. Amnesia will do crazy things too.
I guess it would, yes.
You never know what you lost until you forget about it.
I'm sorry for the loss of your memories.
I'm sorry for your name.
He just sighs.
I had to bring up the moon.
No, I understand. It's just a pain to live with. Or grow up with.
I thought you were gonna go all dark and broody on me.
What?
School slurps more in the background.
Yeah, cool.
You know, there's more on the stove. Want to get the stuff on the stove?
I already have this big bowl and this small bowl. I'll survive.
So gross.
Straight like a lapping dog, but it's just like a protrusion of like the slime slurping it up.
Yeah, do we see like the liquid like just floating around inside him, like he's just turning red?
Mhm.
I'm getting
floating in.
angry.
So I think that's about it. The only thing of note is that I'm just trying to reach Samantha.
Checks calendar. I don't think it's anywhere near her birthday right now.
No, it's he puts his head down again. I haven't actually contacted her since I escaped.
Oh. What? I'll be the one who says it. Rowan, you say it.
What do you want me to say? That you should contact her?
No, why didn't you go home?
Oh yeah, that's actually a good one. Why didn't you go home?
So Mom and Dad are not fans of vampires.
Ah, I see.
I don't know. It's I know it's dumb.
No, I understand it.
I don't know how Samantha will take it.
What, that you're a vampire?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is really deep, dude.
Mhm.
You know,
You mean the bowl?
there, I really couldn't tell if that was cool or burying for a
It is
moment.
me, I'm burying.
Troy become slime.
Slime has a more distinctive sound. Burying is more of a...
Well, regardless of how she takes it, I'm still trying, I guess, now.
Good.
If I can somehow prove to her I'm not dead.
Technically.
I'm walking around, aren't I?
Do you breathe?
Unless I need to talk, I don't need to. Still need air to make sounds.
Okay.
No, I guess that's a fair point. Even being undead is alive in some way.
He just doesn't. He doesn't know what to say. It's just, I don't know. I still have some kind of heartbeat. It's very slow.
Slow. Heartbeat. Of course. You make blood, don't you?
Sam looks at the vial, looks back at him, looks at the vial,
He's
looks back
pointing
at
at
him.
you with the vial.
Yes?
It's
I
all
s-
coming together.
I assume I do? Looks to Rowan. I mean, vampires still make their own blood to survive, right? We don't just, like...
Yes and no. It's part of the reason why we need to drink blood. The majority of the time, the nutrients that we are getting from blood is actually the life force of the thing. That's why you don't necessarily need to hunt humans specifically, or humanoid creatures, but they give the most impact. They give you the most... I'm trying to avoid saying high, but they give you the most energy. But you can survive on, like, cows and pigs and stuff.
I mean, before coming here, I usually either got it from whatever I hunted or whatever was available at the butcher's.
Well, that's also why I've been eating actual food, is you still make a small amount, but it's just not enough. That's why we have to keep feeding. That's why you have to keep eating. Make sure to eat not only blood, but actual food.
Sam, who had finished the bowl. Yeah.
You're a growing boy. Come on.
What do you mean I'm a growing boy? I'm 24.
She's gonna cross her arms. And how old am I?
Too old.
That feels like
Shut
a
the
trap.
Fuck up, John.
Not immediately, Josh.
I'm gonna be honest. That feels like a trap, and I don't want to spring that. Usually, it's very rude
Good.
to ask a woman her
You're
age.
still a
and
growing boy.
I...
It's good for you. Eat.
I am.
It looks at empty bowl of bread.
Yeah. Rowan just like, no, eat more, little vampire boy.
That's what she's trying to get at.
I don't know. Roll intimidation.
Oh.
Do you
well,
intimidate this lad?
We'll give this a
Make
shot.
another bowl.
No.
Oh no, Varian.
The rolls have been abysmal.
Thank God, it's not a real session. Nat 20.
There is that one nat 20. That is true.
I'm sorry, is Varian just wiggling there going, please eat another bowl?
Please eat another bowl.
Oh, Dane. You're lucky that he's such a nice boy and not a chaos gremlin like me. He just sighs and will pour himself another bowl. Not from the bowl that, like, Cool is eating from, because Cool is eating from the giant.
Cool is double dipping his bowl into the big bowl.
Yeah. So I'll just say, like, yeah, he had come back from the kitchen to get into the bowl. And eats it in front of you. You happy now?
Yeah.
Peer pressure always works.
That is terrible of you.
Sure is. Learn your lesson. Don't be peer pressured into things.
Also, finish your meal.
I will say, when Sam came back with another bowl, I feel like if Arvis is still around, he had like a tiny little bowl of nuts for Arvis.
Oh, hell yeah. Just goes into him.
I suppose, speaking of family things, looks over at John. I suppose
What?
I suppose I don't entirely know, but it sounded like a family member who was angry at you when we were in the ice caves.
Yeah. He's been angry at me for ages now, so what else is new?
Does it have something to do with your profession?
Kinda. I have 3 younger siblings that are significantly younger than I am. My brother Zachary, he is really the only one that remembers me from before I left to go anywhere else than our small town. And he's never quite forgiven me for that. He is also apparently training as a knight here. Just immediately takes a giant sip of whatever he's drinking.
Sam finishes the bite that was in his mouth.
That sounds awkward.
Yeah. I should probably go say hi to him, but I don't want to deal with that. He's just gonna yell at me for being MIA for the last 3 years. Rightfully so.
Well, I feel like I shouldn't say anything because that would be very hypocritical of me.
It won't for me.
John's looking at Barry and waiting.
Similar to him eating soup, you should talk to your brother.
Yeah, I know.
It would be a good idea.
I got some info about how he's doing. I just
You're scared?
scared and also don't want to potentially ruin a good thing for him
Why would you ruin a good thing for him?
by existing. And also he's only 20, so he's not going to really know the difference.
I see.
Apparently he punched someone, so I'm proud of him for that.
You're proud of him for punching someone?
Knowing him, it was probably for a good reason.
Ah.
They were probably being an asshole and deserved it. He's punched me plenty of times. Or tried to.
I'm assuming with him training to be a knight, though, he was probably reprimanded for it.
Yeah, that's how I know.
Mm-hmm. How did you find all this out?
I have my ways.
Right.
Children.
Can I want to roll something right now to
Fair.
figure out. I want to roll something to figure it out. I don't know what to roll. Insight?
I mean, insight would give you something, I guess, but I don't know if it'll give you the whole
Either
picture.
insight or persuasion for a you're fucking telling me now look.
Yeah, just tell me.
You know what? It's funnier. We'll roll a straight persuasion. Squids.
Look, sometimes kids can get into spots that other people cannot. And they'll do anything for money. So you just give them a couple gold, and they'll get you what you need. It's a little risky, because they might not know what you need, but it works. And now they have money.
John, are you using child labor to spy on your brother?
It's not labor.
You're paying them.
Yeah, like chores.
How is
Training.
that not labor?
I'm not throwing them into the fucking mines.
I don't think you need to throw them in the mines for it to be child labor.
Everyone does it, it's fine. I wouldn't do it if I thought they would actually get hurt.
Alright.
And he got like 4 gold out of it. Something like that. I don't remember how much I paid him.
Me, the player, Dane, 4 gold is like actually so much in this
Yep.
Mhm.
this world.
I have silver pieces too, but I'm like, it's just easier to use the gold.
Well, I suppose I'll only say this. I think you should talk to him.
Yeah, I know.
Hypocritical points.
I know. Hey, I'm trying. I just don't know where she is, nor how to contact her reliably. All I have is, and he holds up a ribbon. All I have is this.
It's a shame you don't know any investigators to help you with that.
I
Looks
don't
at the
have any-
ceiling.
I don't have any money to pay you.
You think I care?
You don't have any money?
Well, I have money, but I imagine those kinds of services would be expensive, Rowan.
I don't care.
I don't know. I feel bad using your
You'll
expertise for
just
free.
owe me one. How does that sound?
That's how I
Alright.
get in trouble.
Alright. I'll owe you one.
Okay. Deal. Puts out her hand.
He'll shake it.
There you go.
Right. I suppose if there's any questions about her, I can try to answer them.
We
But
can
it's
figure
been
that out
years, so yeah.
No,
We-
it's
we
all
s-
good.
We still have all of Bernie's stuff to deal with and all of that stuff.
True.
Yeah.
If we need anything, I'm sure you could take that ribbon, have that crow sniff it, probably go straight to the culprit immediately.
The culprit?
I did word that poorly. Suspect.
Person of interest?
Sure.
I suppose, speaking of which, as he kind of looks at the ribbon, does anyone have any scissors? I might have some somewhere, but I don't think I would have them on me.
Checking my bag. Nope.
I'll try to find some scissors and clean up the frayed edges later.
Sounds good.
I have a great sword.
I also have a great sword, but I think I need scissors for a ribbon.
Lay it on the table and let's find out.
No.
Split the earth in two and this ribbon.
Sam tucks the ribbon back away, away from Cole. He looks over at Rowan. I'll admit to being curious, but I know that it might be a touchy subject.
What?
So I'm just going to apologize now. We have been talking about our family. I haven't heard anything about yours.
Well, as you know, my wife passed away about 60 years ago. She was 93, I think. She just went to sleep and didn't wake up. So that's kind of tearing me up inside. My parents are dead. My mom was a Goliath, and there was a thing that happened in the I used to live with dwarves about 1,000 years ago. I can't remember what it's called now, but it was to like the southeast from where we are right now. It was a plague that happened, and you know, when you're in a mountain underground, and if plague happens, it's really hard to get rid of it. So that's what we were trying to do that's what we were dealing with when my twin brother died. He was killed by somebody else that was, you know, in all the chaos and stuff. It turns out he was bitten, and as I was preparing him for burial, he bit me. When I woke up, he was gone. So I don't know if he's alive or not. It's been way too long for my mom or dad. So really, it's just me left. If it turns out that my brother is alive and he hasn't contacted me this entire time, I'm going to kill him.
Are you being hypothetical, or are you actually going to kill him?
She's thinking about it. Probably hypothetical, but I will be so upset at that man. Because he is my twin.
Understandable.
Joel's gonna lean over to Barry and whisper, "Are you also a twin?"
No.
Hey, single children unite.
Us normal men have to stick together.
Fucking weirdos. Anyway.
That's just a vampire thing.
Mm-hmm.
Every vampire has a vampire twin.
Yeah, it sure is the two vampires.
Sorry. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
This is what happens when we don't talk about our backstories before game.
Yeah.
Hey, that's just life, man.
It works.
You're also the head of the Wizards College?
Oh shit.
Oh no, not here. In XYZ town.
Oh no, you must understand me. I was the head of the fighting club.
But we're not supposed to talk about the fighting club.
No. That's what Brad Pitt told me. I don't know if Brad Pitt's in the Fight Club.
Oh, you know he must. He must be.
You just gotta.
Yeah, he's a halfling.
Hey
Just kidding,
guys.
just kidding.
Okay, Brad Pitt is in the Fight Club. Good.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's.
Well, I've never actually seen it.
Oh, okay. I thought you were making a joke.
I was making a joke. I was just hoping I was saying the right actor's name.
You killed it. We'll cut that out so the joke really just sells.
Oh, perfect. Love you.
Was there anything else you wanted to ask, Sam? Was that good enough?
I do have a few other questions. Again, I don't know if it's sensitive or not.
What?
Did you and your wife meet before or after you became a vampire?
Oh, after. She was just a human.
That doesn't immediately mean after.
I was turned over 1,000 years ago.
You could have married her over 1,000 years ago.
She was... But... No. I met her like 120 years ago or something.
That's
I
why
need
we're
I need to think about that again. Like out of character, I can't remember specifically when I said.
Yeah, fair.
In
Fair.
character, yeah. I mean,
It's been, I believe it's been 80 years since she died.
I thought it was 60 something, like 63.
Ooh, let me look at my notes. Look at my notes.
69.
Nice.
Backstory. 80 years have passed since she passed away.
Okay, then yeah, there's that. She was 93, so 170-ish would be that minus 30. So 140 years. Not that far off. Not that far off. So she says that was 140 years ago.
I see. Out of curiosity, where did you two live?
Well, pull up this pinned message. Come on, it didn't actually take me to the pin, god dang it. So I have this little farm that's in between Greymore and Northbourne. She was a countess over by Northbourne. We met when her husband died, and she suspected foul play, and she hired me. Because I knew the sheriff at the time. And, found out it had been foul play. Her ex-husband had a allergy that only the family knew about. And, as soon as he died, they were making moves as if they were going to try and cut her out. Which was very interesting. So that happened. She got to keep the position for a while. And she kept inviting me back to find random things in the house that she had misplaced until I got the message. And then we started dating, and eventually she gave up the lordship and lived with me on my farm.
I see. So, Were you still on that farm when the thieves broke in?
Mhm.
Took your stuff?
Yeah, they dispelled my my wards because I put a bunch of wards on my farm so that people can't like break in and stuff like that. They took a lot of stuff from me and tried to kill me, as you know. They weren't successful, as you know. Stole a ton of gold. I don't think I ever told you how much gold.
I don't think so, no.
Granted, most of it was from my wife when she was still around, but it was... Oh god, I need to recalculate this. 1 second, please.
Recalculating my lost fortune.
Mm-hmm.
It's all in electrum pieces, so no one knows how much it's worth.
Dang.
So I had about 60,000 gold in ducats, which is a old currency that's no longer used, but it's still gold. And she had 26,000 platinum pieces.
That is a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like a very targeted job.
Yeah, potentially.
Well, if they knew about your wards and also you being a vampire, they must have been gathering that information for a while.
Yeah. Could also just be happenstance. Going up, expecting a vampire, getting a vast fortune as like a side benefit. She's gonna shrug.
I mean, I guess I wouldn't put it past some people.
Mm-hmm. I don't really care about any of that, though. I just want my locket back. And once I have my locket back, I'm not entirely sure what I want to do. I could just go back to the farm. Or just wander around a little bit. I don't know.
Well, I suppose that is entirely up to you.
Mm-hmm.
But, you're welcome here always. At least to me, you are.
Thanks.
Yeah, I haven't seen that locket yet, but I've been keeping an eye out. To be honest, it's a little bit difficult to exactly know what I'm looking for, as I don't entirely know fully what the locket looks like.
It's a small brass locket, like you would normally think. Just it looks normal. That's the only thing I can describe. Just
Yeah.
when you open it, it has both of our voices and a picture of the two of us.
Yeah, that's the hardest part is that it looks very average on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
But still, I'm keeping an eye out.
Thank you.
I'd imagine, though, something like that has probably been fenced or tossed into a pawn shop.
Likely.
It's likely been tossed around a fair bit by this point.
I have time. It's okay.
He nods. Cool. Do you have any family? He says, wanting to include cool into the conversation, but
I don't talk about my backstory.
Okay.
My dark and mysterious history.
You don't have to tell us if you feel
My tragic
uncomfortable.
backstory begins.
Okay.
Now that he's got everyone's attention.
Excuse me, I take more sippers of this soup first.
And does not come back to the conversation.
Everyone just waits there for a while.
Just everyone's sitting in silence.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Looks over at John. John, Adam, out of curiosity, are you still upset at Agnes? Mackenzie's mute. Maybe she is away.
BRB need to
Still.
give Kitty meds.
I thought maybe I saw her come back at moment. It's okay. I was wrong. I was a fool.
Maybe it could be a dramatic pause.
Yeah, it could be a dramatic.
My backstory.
Oh, he's coming back.
What if Cool is like, yeah, I'm pissed off at Agnes?
Yeah, I'm pretty pissed off at Agnes.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Do
hey,
it again,
welcome
Glass.
back. Mackenzie, Sam looks over at John and asks, out of curiosity, are you still upset at Agnes?
John's face will go kind of neutral, and he'll think about it, and in the end, will end up saying, "I don't know yet."
That's fair.
I've been betrayed at a large level one too many times, and I don't really know how to handle small ones anymore.
This feels like a betrayal on you specifically, or
Betrayal of trust, I guess, of safety. I thought I left the world of wondering if your friends are going to stab you in the back. So seeing the possibility of that happening again wasn't really settling. Wasn't really comforting.
well, I'm sorry that it brought up those kinds of memories for you. I don't know if it helps any at all, but he kind of shifts in place. She only did it because she thought that I needed protection. It was misplaced, certainly, but there was a reason.
Everyone has a reason, though. As much as I respect this one, doesn't make it easier.
No, I understand. And I'm not trying to get you to lean in any direction. I just want to, I guess, I don't know, clarify.
Fair enough.
I know
Oh, no.
that,
There's one thing I've learned is that I have a tendency to forgive too quickly, though. So I need to actually take my time.
Well, Take as much time as you need. It's a stressful situation.
Yep. Just gotta hope that it'll work out.
Hope and do our best.
And hopefully don't get caught in the process.
That too. Not a lot of people like the Umbral Syndicate. Be very easy for any of this to be pinned on.
Definitely trying.
Yeah.
Hopefully they don't look
Honestly,
into me too much.
I wonder if the guards would just take the very little evidence that they do have and just lock her up.
What? Oh, Agnes. Probably. Guards aren't really good at thinking things through.
Ugh.
If they get even a whiff of what I've done in Northbury, they're probably gonna lock me up no matter what.
Can I ask about that, or is that one of those kinds of informations where if you'll know it, you'll need to take a vow of secrecy or something?
Oh, the reasons the guards want me is just theft and robbery and breaking and entering. Public
Looks
drinking every
over
once in a while.
looks over at Rowan, not breaking into entering into
Into
into any farms owned by any vampires.
John opens his mouth and then starts to actually consider it.
She is staring daggers at you.
Shit.
I have no. I don't remember vampires. I have definitely broken into farms.
You want to roll me a history?
Yeah. 5.
Can't really recall any. I mean, they just were like normal farms, and you don't really recall. Like, you feel like you would remember a vampire had you
Yeah.
broken into one, but then again, there's still like a little nagging feeling in your mind, like, well,
I can't give a confident note that because I was operating out of Northbury and we did do stuff outside of the immediate city as well.
My farm is over by the lake. Down to
I have done
to the
so many
southeast.
robberies, I don't remember.
I'm just gonna copy this and see if I can copy image.
It's me,
This
the
is-
player, gleefully be like, hey, I have stirred up possible drama. Oh dear.
There it is. That's where it is.
I mean, that's within the region a possibility. Like, I have no way to deny it other than I don't remember a vampire.
yeah, with a 5, you're not sure. You don't think you did. Once again, it's something that probably would stick out. You're more concerned about.
Wait, how long
maybe-
ago was this?
This?
The robbery?
The
robbery.
robbery.
Like 6 months ago.
I wouldn't have been working with Hollowsbane at that point. I didn't do as many. I don't.
There's a possibility.
I don't
is
think
what
it
you're
was me.
saying.
I did. Did I do any during? What was I doing 6 months ago? I can't
Really?
say no, but I don't think it was me.
I see. Okay.
But if it Hollowsbane does work in that area, so it wouldn't have been impossible to be someone within the Northbury gang.
Hmm. I'm gonna keep my eye on you.
I can't fight you on that one. I really don't remember.
Sam looking between the two. Anyway,
You did this, Sam.
Mhm.
he did do this. Oops. See, this is the difference between me, the player, going Sam in the background going, "Oh no, what have I done?"
Mhm.
So, this this betrayal, John. What was it all about?
I had a best friend who I would have walked off the edge of the earth for, who decided they wanted to cause a little bit of a rebellion. It wasn't successful. I thought I could buy them some time on getting out of the town if I said I was the leader. I got out of town barely, and I have not been able to find them since. At best, they just assumed that I was dead and didn't think to wait or look for me. I should be dead. I still don't know how I made it out of that duel.
Do you think it was to send a message?
What do you mean?
He shrugs. I don't know. That's just feels kind of right to leave someone alive for a message to someone else.
Oh, it slowed down in the last couple years. The first year, they were definitely trying to kill me still.
Hmm.
They don't want me alive.
Well, I'll admit I don't know anything about organizations like that.
Most leaders are not going to want to be overthrown in general. Decimus has an ego on top of it to start with, and thinks he is better than everyone else, and how dare anyone try to even challenge that.
So about typical for a leader.
Yeah. Honestly, giving the king shit is great. I don't have to be afraid for my life. He hasn't done anything.
Just
the
you
king-
wait, John. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I was like, as the king walks into the room and then walks out.
Out of the room.
Walks in, looks around, bitch.
Grown ass man, bitch.
The hell.
What?
I don't know. Maybe it wasn't betrayal. Maybe it was just situation, but I have no proof in either direction. I tried finding him for about 1.5 years, and I just was never successful.
You think that they went into hiding?
That'll be the smart thing to do.
Would be, but I suppose. Well, a lot could happen.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe they're trying again elsewhere. I really don't know. I haven't been back home since then, though. Either my home in Northbury, or which I'm sure is gone at this point, or my mother's.
Do you think your mother has moved since then?
No, I just sent her a letter and she responded back.
Ah.
She's feisty.
I see. Is that at least partially how you came to know about your brother being here?
Yeah, it was through the letter from my mom. So she probably expected me to drop everything and go say hi.
Do you think it's at all possible that your brother already knows you are here?
I don't know. Hey, Criana.
Mm-hmm.
Is that doctor guy, was he with the guards or with the knights?
Hang on. Hold up.
I want to say the guards.
I think it was the guards too,
I
but
believe it's the guards. Hang on.
okay.
Was I smart? We'll just say it's the guards. I'm pretty sure it was. And if I said
Okay.
knights, my bad.
I want to say it was the with the guards because that's how like Malachi was like, "Hey, you're kind of already under the castle payroll."
Yeah. Hey, how you doing?
Hey.
How you doing?
Can you like give these people a checkup? And Mr. Dr. Man comes through and is like, run 20 paces.
Oh,
Deep
shit.
test now.
I fucked up with that one. Oh shit.
Dr. Man comes by, is just immediately a bitch. Oh, yeah. Little shit. Fuck that guy.
That guy.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck the entire family. Alright.
And his kid.
Can't wait to like see like the wife or something, and it's just like the sweetest little lady possible, and it just yeah, just
It's
does not.
one of the two. It's either the sweetest person ever or the most docile person who just overlooks all their issues, or it's somehow their worst.
Mm-hmm.
I just love my son and husband.
Oh.
Aren't they just the best?
Oh. Couldn't ask
No.
for better kids and husband.
Kids? There's more than one?
Sweats. One fear.
Motherfucker.
I mean that is the husband.
Yeah. He fucks the mom.
That's how you get the kid.
It's true.
What are we doing?
John will look at Sam and go, I don't think we've interacted with the Knights at all. I don't see why the Umbral Syndicate would need to report my existence to them. So I doubt he's heard about me.
Fair enough.
I don't know if Malachi knows my last name. Wait, yes he does. Never mind.
Sam thinks, I don't know if I told him my last name, which is a bit concerning now that I think about it, because I am on the blood list.
It
He
just says
squints.
Sam the vampire.
Just like squints in the air. I think I just told him my first name. I don't. Did I ever tell him my last name? He really can't remember.
That's just Mal's secret power, is just the ability to guess people's names correctly.
He's really good at it.
So did I give
He has
him
the
the?
death note.
Did I give him the right last name?
I mean, are you getting the blood?
Yeah. Wait, I shouldn't assume. Criana, Criana, have I been getting the blood?
Criana?
Criana's gone.
Oh,
Got.
Mute.
shit, dude. Dead. Fuck,
Sorry,
dude.
sorry. I got delivered food.
No, this is fine.
You have been, yes. You have been delivered it. You've been getting that while you're in the city.
So then he says, I mean, I have been getting it.
And it
So he
probably
must have-
doesn't matter.
I guess so.
For all we know, their system just really needs Sam and Umbral Syndicate, and that was enough.
Morris would have taken down a little bit more info when you guys were initially there.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
But I figure we don't want to roleplay a full onboarding.
Yeah.
New hire.
Morris Squids. Let's see. Full name, blood type,
Preferred blood type?
preferred blood type.
All right,
Well,
preferred pronouns.
just keeps going.
Just everything starts with preferred.
Yeah, everything's
Preferred name, preferred town of origin.
He really thrives in that HR lifestyle.
I was gonna say, is that why he's getting divorced? And then I remembered last session.
It's not divorced.
I can't believe I'm so sorry, Morris, about your divorce. I'm not getting divorced.
And yet we have not asked about his spouse at all. We know nothing. We don't even know if he's married. To
We
be
just
fair.
We just assume that there is some sort of relationship. We don't know at what level that relationship is. Keen's just a horrible liar.
Compulsory liar, but bad at it.
I heard that.
I hope so.
Yeah, Mr. Wizard.
You lie about one profession.
It's kind of a big lie, Your Majesty. Well, I assume that everything is good there if I am getting the packs.
Yeah, don't question it. Second you question a government agency, then everything slows down when they try to fix it, and it's going to take butts to fix it. No, I'm not talking from experience, because that's my fucking job.
Alright, I will not ask about your this experience that you clearly don't have. Speaking of name stuff, though, when we talk with the Revelations League, am I just going to have to call you Jasper?
Anderson. That was the one I gave them. Jasper's
was-
what I gave to Ross.
And I guess Twilight.
And Twilight. I think Anderson would be safer.
Okay, I'll remember Anderson.
Usually I do J ones, but I think I can't do 2 J's. That will get me in trouble.
You don't want to be named JJ?
No.
Fair enough.
Didn't think that needed an explanation.
Should
You
I?
don't know his
give-
middle name.
Oh my
Damn, Sam.
gosh.
I don't know his middle name. I haven't created one.
So, should I be giving my name, or should I continue with what I was doing at the bathhouse and go by Rivers?
I think that if they figured out that Jasper's actually John, there's a good chance they figured out Rivers is Sam. And you're not the one they're trying to frame.
No. So strange that someone is trying to frame you.
No, it makes sense to me.
I mean, I guess, but they didn't do a very good job at it.
You really think Ross would have, based off of the little we know about him?
I guess not.
He doesn't seem like a good mastermind. He seems like that type of guy who thinks he's a mastermind, and then you look at his plan and it's like, this is the worst thing you've ever seen.
This is just straight cheeks. Just ass.
That's a what?
That's a butt on paper. I'm saying this out of character. I'm just...
If photocopiers exist, he would.
Well, if we are all just going by our names, and if we do bring Landis into Gus.
You see, Gus. Oh, sorry, am I interrupting anything?
No, not particularly.
Oh, good. Gus looks straight into Barion's eyes. John, there's someone looking for you up front.
He looks at Barion to say, okay. This man might need some glasses.
John keeps his mouth shut on. Who is looking for me?
Some weird-looking guy.
More details, please.
He's got cool glasses.
Anything else?
He smells really nice. Like embers on like freshly, like, you know when wood's like kind of moist and like you burn it and it gives that steamy sort of earthy smell. He kind of smells like that. It's really pleasant.
Mackenzie's pretty sure she knows who this is. I don't think John's met him yet.
Should I just tell him to leave?
Wanna play rock, paper, scissors? Who goes?
I don't know who this is. And I don't want to risk it being a guard here to arrest me. But I'm also really fucking curious.
I'll go.
Okay, great.
Thank you, Barion.
Yeah, I'll go too.
Tell me.
Yeah, you want me to roll sneak?
Yeah, go ahead.
That is sleight of hand. 21.
Very nice, very nice.
Hot silver counter.
Gonna let you go first.
So, oh yeah, sorry. Let me just get stuff situated here. You could stop right there.
Counters. Hold on, I'll get onto a block. There we go.
There we go. Yeah, roll for initiative. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
Where am
Fuck.
I?
Magic bolt.
As you round the corner, you see standing there a familiar face to one of you, Landis Hook from the Revelation League, and he looks at Barion as he rounds the corner, and his eyes then shift over to Rowan, and there's a look of recognition there, and he goes, hello, pardon me. That's right. I think you did mention you were with the Umbral Syndicate.
Mhm.
I'm looking for a John.
What's going on?
He will, he'll hold out, a piece of paper. 1 second. And show it to you.
It's the other half!
And we'll go ahead and end it there for tonight.
Motherfucker. Okay, that's good. That's actually good because he came to us, so I'm happy.
It works. Okay, I
By
need
the
to bring
way,
up the
I-
other
works.
half.
By the way, I wanted to be let known in the recording while Frogbird is here, I'm going to pet Frogbird.
She,
Oh,
rolls
thank
onto
you
his
for the
belly.
full letter.
Yeah, I
Yes.
figured that might happen.
So I'll just leave this up for the recording for people to read for a little bit. And then I'll say thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye!
Bye.
Bye.